5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. I really like.
Okay, that was a good one.
I can't really explain it.
Oh,
I'm so into you now. I want to be more than a friend of you now.
When they ask, I mention my baby girl in the interviews now.
Pimp cheddar. Let me explain. So that song came on one day where me and Chia singing, rapping it. She said, "You're my pimp cheddar." I said, "Huh?
Pimp cheddar?
She's my pimp cheddar.
Oh yeah, she's my pimp cheddar." I said,
What,
"What?
pitch hitter?
Pitch hitter?"
She said pimp cheddar for
I said,
pitch
pitch hitter, baby." She said, "Pimp cheddar." I said, "All right,
I think I like pimp
got
cheddar.
it.
pimp cheddar it is."
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
She's my pimp cheddar.
Pimp cheddar.
Like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't. It
Not
doesn't.
at all. Not at all.
Sure, whatever.
Because the whole baseball reference after that.
Yeah.
In the starting lineup. No, okay.
You know, Canadians don't be listening to shit. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Chaser podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
I'm a pinch cheddar.
You're my
cheddar. I'm a pimp
You're my
cheddar.
pimp cheddar.
I'm gonna use that now. I kind of like it.
What is a lyric that you have always
Oh my
misheard over the years?
Most of them. All of them.
We had a drama teacher, Mr. Carlin, and what is it? Oh, he said he used to tell the story like his mom used to think the Prince song was "This is what it sounds like when doves fly," and he'd be like, "Mom, no, doves flying is." That is not what this is.
So funny.
I feel like there's been because I be fucking up lyrics all the time.
You fuck up your own lyrics.
This is facts. And I just, I'm not good at remembering things. Like Rick remembers everything. So it's like, it's intimidating, bro. It's singing songs around Rick. He be knowing all the shit.
I just love when I'm listening to a song and realize what they're saying. And you're like, hood chick, fuck you in a bonnet. You fucking in a bonnet? What?
One thing me and Rick were trying to figure out for years. Lock 'em dada.
Lock 'em down.
Lock 'em dada, I'm
Fucking
sprung. Girl, you got me. And there's one that lock 'em dada. We was like, what the fuck
What
is
could
he
lock 'em down
saying?
mean?
What could lock 'em down mean?
Did we ever figure that out?
Yeah, it all comes down to.
And it all come down to, okay,
Lock 'em
And
down.
then franchise boys.
Poking me?
Nah, rock them bimini.
Rock them bimini.
Rock, then bend my knee.
Yeah, so it sounded like I rock them feminies. And we
Yeah.
was like, what are they jeans?
Yeah.
A feminine jeans?
Oh, we was like-
we
I was
tried
like-
to Google and shit. And then one day we just really listened. It was like, I rock then bend my knee.
I was like, is he saying, like, see anemones? Like, Brock, like, is he dancing in the ocean? And then there was what's his song, man? Some like poking meat.
It was Young Dro, but I forget the song. Some.
It was a dance song too.
It was Shoulder Lean.
Shoulder lean,
Yeah.
some poking meat. I'm like, they eat poke out there?
Poking meat.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
Yeah, that
learned
poke
that
meat.
one. Whatever.
Oh man.
Those songs.
Well, you know what? Speaking of rap songs, guess what? Today in our brand new studio, this is our first guest ever in the brand new studio. And what a treat. This is a repeat guest.
Yep.
We've had him on before. He's in LA right now. He wanted to pull up. This man right here, you might have seen him on YouTube. You might have heard his interviews. You might have heard his music. You might have seen him doing some social justice work for his people.
Right.
My guy right here, he's a tall ass Asian man. Make some noise for China Mac.
Yay!
Oh, yes, of course, dog, of course.
Oh,
Good to see you.
nice.
Just gonna get you
So
framed.
bright.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah, good thing I ain't got the drinks today, cause I ain't trying to get all red in the face.
Oh,
Good,
man.
yeah.
I'm hungover today, so we're not drinking.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wifey been irritated at me for drinking too much.
Right. And he told me, she said, Don't drink.
We chilling too. I mean, we can drink. We just.
We don't know how. We don't know moderation.
No, we don't even have shit. No, we don't
No.
drink today.
No. Actually, no, we're not drinking today. It's the No Chaser podcast. Just Chaser.
Yeah, exactly.
Just Chaser. Yes.
Well,
Rick's hosting today.
Yeah, right. What's good, my guy?
How you doing, man?
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to L.A.
Yes.
and welcome back to the No Chaser podcast.
Yes.
And I was just filming with you yesterday.
Right.
Took his ass to Howling Rays.
That was your first time?
Yes, it was.
You
Yeah.
fuck with it?
I was howling.
Yeah.
Did y'all get the
Is that what they call it?
Yes.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. He was determined to try, cause so he was like, we were talking, we're like, it'd be interesting if we did a escalation of flavors,
Oh.
right?
Mm.
For his show Mac Eats, which y'all should check out on YouTube as well.
Mhm.
And so we hit them up, and we did like, a non-spicy up to the mild and the medium, all the way up to Howling and the Howling times 2.
Huh?
Yes, bro. So if you remember me and David, when we did the Howling, David was fucking drooling, crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I my feet went a little numb.
Oh my God.
And but Mac was like, he was trying he was like, this ain't even spicy though. This ain't even spicy though. But then he started feeling it.
Right.
Right.
I definitely felt it. You know what? I didn't feel it. I felt it yesterday after, after it takes a little minute to settle,
Mm.
Yes.
and then it hits
Oof.
you. But I really felt it this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, I really felt it. No, I'm not. No, for real.
Yes.
I woke up.
Mm.
I used the bathroom, and I felt howling again.
I was gonna
Ooh.
warn you about that
Ooh.
yesterday, but I feel like he was gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Paul."
What you think about my
Yo, yo, they just
like,
say
that's
whatever
not-
they want, man. These
Oh.
guys, bro.
I be trying to tell New York cats when they out here, I'm like, "Hey, fuck y'all, we don't pause shit out here, homie."
Yeah.
Nigga, we gay.
I'm dead. Oh,
So I was gonna hit him because we were hitting him with all the jokes yesterday. We were like, "All right, dog, look, here's what you do: open your mouth, take the whole thing." Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
And I was gonna tell him like,
Hilarious.
"You gonna feel it on your asshole?" Like, hey, yo.
Oh,
But-
chill.
And it's funny because literally this morning I was shitting and I was like, and I immediately thought of David and Mac.
I'm so glad that I thought that you thought about me
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
taking the shit.
And David literally texted me 20 minutes ago. Oh my God, my ass.
For real?
Fire.
Yes,
That's
dog.
crazy.
But yeah, no, but you handled the Howling times 2. I mean, he of course you felt it, but
Right. I didn't take I took a little piece. I didn't take a whole big bite of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You can't go medium? Yeah.
Country.
the country's
Honestly,
fire
it's
too, though.
it.
We gotta get you some Howling Rays, Nikki Blades.
No, I don't want my butt to hurt.
No, just get.
You just
Nah,
gotta
it don't hurt, girl,
get
but-
you just gotta get the non
Don't worry, girl, please.
just get the
Okay.
non-butt hurt one.
Okay, I'll be like, excuse me, is this the non-butt hurt
Yeah.
version?
Is
Can I
this
have
the
that?
non-butt spicy one?
Yeah, I don't want spicy ass.
Yeah, because the whole time he was like, "This ain't even hot." Meanwhile, sweat is
Yeah. You know, I had to
Right,
put
right.
on my, New York exterior thing on, you know what I mean?
like, "This ain't even crazy. This ain't even
Right.
crazy." Paul.
There's a lot of pauses. I can only imagine hanging out with him, just being like, "Oh my
It was
god."
him
Yeah.
and David.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we,
no.
David is just like,
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's
something
right-
else. He's
he's
another
right.
animal when it comes to
Yeah.
that.
No, we high key were like turning up the gay jokes for you. 'Cause
For,
it was-
for real.
Yeah,
He just wanted to like make me feel a little uncomfortable.
I love.
You're like, how many times is he gonna say pause today?
I know.
Just
I
a
love
counter.
doing that around New York
Yeah.
cats. You
That's
know, I
crazy.
just think it's funny.
That's crazy.
But it's funny too. Like side note, when I first was filming Wild 'N Out, right? And I'm with like Conceited and fucking Hitman,
Oh, yeah.
battle rappers, right? And they all like they pause and everything, right? But they do it more. It's more like a joke. Someone pointed out to me like, "Yo, pause is like the urban." That's what she said.
Yeah.
Because like every dick dirty joke is like, "Yo, pause, right?" It's funny. But then these fools like Conceited and Hitman, when they're not battling, they make more gay jokes than anybody I
Right.
know, bro. They made me want to be like, "Hey, yo, pause, bro."
He's like, I feel a little. uncomfortable
Oh, yeah?
now.
Yeah, dog.
Damn.
It's funny.
Off the camera, they just like Paul Central, huh?
They're exposing people.
Right.
They're not even trying to battle anymore. They make too much money.
He said, "No, they gay."
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. Once you reach a certain amount of money, it's just, I
Yeah.
guess that you cross the other side.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck it, who cares?"
Right.
Hilarious.
But yeah, man, I'm glad we could have you back.
Yeah.
One thing I feel like last time, we had you back, we had a conversation,
Right.
but I feel like we didn't really get to know you at all, and I feel like for people who didn't necessarily know who you were, like we didn't really get to know who China Mac is, right? So for one, while we're on the subject, let me ask, like, why did you start doing food shit? Because I feel like, they know you as like, they might know you as like, you're a rapper.
Right.
You're doing some like hardcore bars.
Right. Yeah.
But who knew that you like music like that? Like, I mean, that you like food like that. I didn't know.
Right. I think it started when I was in prison.
Okay.
I was locked up for, a good amount of time, 10 years to be exact. And when I was in there, it's just the same thing every day. Like it's 24 hours of the same day as yesterday, and the next day it's just the same day. Every day is just the same. And you eat the same food every, like, Monday you eat the same thing. Every Monday you eat the same thing. Every Tuesday you eat the same. So it's just like same thing. And even if you go to commissary, you buy food and it's the same chips, same this, same that. So there wasn't really no variety. You know what I'm saying? And I remember what we did have was TVs. Like, we'll have TVs. And I remember, like, watching National Geographics, watching like different,
Like the Food Network.
food networks and stuff. And I used to look at that like I equate that as freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, for all these years, I have to do the same thing, the mundane same thing every day, right? I can't eat what I want. You know what I mean? Like, so when I came home, I didn't come with the intentional idea to like do food.
Yeah.
But I was doing came out rapping, but then with this new YouTube and new Instagram era for me, I understood early about content, right? So you gotta like, they want your music, but then you also have to be relevant to them, to something else, so that they could tap in. The more
They want
they
to
can
get to know
relate to
you.
you,
Yeah.
the more they're with you, right? So I was just like, let me just get some content. So I just grabbed any cameraman and we just went to Chinatown. I still had the missing tooth, and then like I'm just like eating food or whatever, and then somehow I just called it Mac Eats, right? I'm like, yo, Mac eating today, Mac Eats, whatever. But it wasn't. I didn't think about a show. I was just doing content.
Oh, you were just out here just getting content.
Yeah, just doing content. And then like when I uploaded it, like people liked it. You know what I'm saying? And people was like, yo, what's up with Mac Eats? What's up with Mac Eats? And then so I was like, you know what? That sounds like a show. It sounds like something, so I just started doing it like that. It just started like making content, just staying relevant. And then now it's just like, it's just something that I do now.
Let me ask you this. Out of, because I feel like, you said you was in prison for 10 years, right?
Right.
So out of all the new things you've been trying to eat, what was the thing where you was like, yo, where was this my whole life? I never had this before. This like blew my mind.
Well, a lot of different stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I've never really tried different cultural foods.
Right.
So I tried like Haitian food. I love Haitian food.
A lot of Haitians in New York too.
Yeah, but I didn't try it in New York. I tried it in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Oh, word.
So they got
Lowell, a lot of
I didn't even
Cambodians
know.
out there.
Yeah, they got a lot of Haitians out there.
Yeah.
No, not Lowell, Massachusetts. I'm lying. But around Boston area,
Okay.
right? Because all that is like around the same area type shit. Lowell is where the Cambodians are at, and then there's also in Cambridge. There's a lot of Haitians.
Okay,
So I went over there and I tried their food, and it was amazing, like amazing, like you know what I'm saying, really good. So that. Also like tacos like out here, because I'm from New York. Tacos is, you haven't had a taco until you come out here.
I agree, bruh. New York people try to take me to tacos in New York. I'm like, no.
No.
Not doing that shit.
No.
I mean, I would never take a New Yorker to eat some pizza out here.
No.
It's like, I
Hell
feel,
no.
Yo, just to be straight though, New York pizza fell off.
Wow.
Son.
Wow.
New York pizza, like when you say New York pizza, it's like, yeah, New York, but I ain't gonna lie, New York pizza, New York. Y'all gotta do better with the pizza. I don't know who you gotta talk to. I don't know who we gotta petition. I don't know what we gotta do,
this
but
man is going for
Wow.
the controversy this episode.
So who has better pizza right now then?
but I don't know. I don't know. I
Here's
just
what you gotta
haven't-
try, bro.
Huh?
Here's what you gotta try if you traveling for this Mac Eat shit. Super slept on pizza is Detroit style pizza.
Detroit style pizza?
Detroit style pizza. A lot of people don't know about that, right?
What's the difference?
It's
Sounds soggy.
well, here's the thing.
Sounds soggy.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know why.
it's kind of like if you could imagine deep dish, kind of like Chicago-ish,
Mhm.
Okay.
but Detroit style pizza. It's like it's deep dish, but not as squishy.
Okay.
Like it has like a
Less
a
bready?
crunch to it.
Okay.
Not as
Okay.
bready, and it's
Brick toast
and it's
pizza?
square. Kinda, dog.
Interesting.
And it's square and it's fire. Like first time I had some Detroit style, I was like, oh, this is kinda. I've never had no pizza like this before ever.
Huh.
And it's kind of a sleeper right now, but the Detroit people know about it though, of
Okay.
course. But
Right.
I say fuck with that. And if you do fuck with that, I know somebody in Detroit that will like cook you up some Detroit style pizza.
There we go. I'm with it.
Shout
Shout out Detroit, man.
out to Detroit. And I was gonna it was funny because yesterday when we had the Howlin' Rays, he was like, yo, they got coleslaw on a sandwich? He's like, I've never seen that before. I was like, oh, yeah, bro. That's what they do.
Almost
Coleslaw
everything
on the sandwich. Yeah, they don't put coleslaw on chopped cheeses.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true.
Have you ever wanted to get like farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep?
All the fucking time.
Well, dude, with HelloFresh, you can do that.
What?
Yeah, man. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and I'm about to tell you why. Like I said, farm fresh, seasonal produce, and easy to make recipes delivered right to your door every week. Ingredients travel from farm to your doorstep in under a week.
Wow.
And HelloFresh chefs really know how to diversify the menu with seasonal recipes like salmon limon
Ooh.
and pasta primavera.
Oh, my.
I don't know if I said that last one right, but it sounds good. So you can pick your favorites from 50 different weekly options. You can skip weeks if you need to, change your delivery date, or update your preferences all on the HelloFresh app. Wow. They got an app.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man. It's dope. And I just got my HelloFresh. I almost cooked everything in one day. That's how good it is.
All of them?
Almost. I didn't do it, but I was this close.
Pasta primavera for breakfast.
And right now, we got to hook our people up. So you, the listener or the viewer, can go to HelloFresh.com/NoChaser16 and use code NoChaser16 to get up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
Wow.
That is HelloFresh.com/NoChaser16 and use promo code NoChaser16 to get 16 free meals. That's a lot of meals. That's more than a week's worth of meals.
Oh, my God.
And 3 free gifts. And that right there is why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit.
Hey, you limp-peened bastards.
So soft.
Y'all gotta try BlueChew, man. Okay, look, I'm right there with you, okay? Because I pop the occasional BlueChew as well. Look, guys, if you're looking for that extra confidence when it's time for sex, let me tell you about BlueChew, okay? BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Nope. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. What's the best part? It's all done online, Rick.
That's awesome.
I mean, come on, man. BlueChew's tablets combat all forms of ED, erectile dysfunction, and can help men gain extra confidence for when it's time to perform in the bedroom for sexual intercourse, okay? And guys, here's a special deal for you. Try BlueChew free when you use our promo code Tim at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping, okay? That's BlueChew.com, promo code Tim to receive your first month free. And so the food shit was working for you, and then and I remember you telling this crazy story on one of your interviews, speaking of food and speaking about prison, where you were like, when you were trying to not get, like, when you were on the run and you were like, yeah, I just survived by eating like nuts and berries in the forest for like 2
Really?
weeks or
You
something.
foraged all your food?
Nah, I don't know. I think I was just making a joke.
I thought that
I foraged.
bro.
He been telling everybody, yo, my friend.
Yeah, my friend.
When
Yeah,
he was
that's-
on the run.
That's
You were
crazy.
like, yo, I was trying to get caught. I was in the woods eating nuts and berries. I was like, word?
Picking up shit
On
off the
some
ground?
Naked and Afraid Discovery Channel. So I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Tim's running through I wonder if this berry, can I eat this
Yeah,
berry?
and then-
Do that.
He's texting you like, does this berry look edible?
Right?
Why
Does
do you
this
have-
look edible? Damn.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I was on a run. I was just eating. What was I eating? Like, there was a point in time when I was just in somebody's house for like 3 months straight. I didn't leave the house, right? So what was I eating there? I was just eating a lot of ramen and eating a lot of like.
That's another
That was
flavor.
before Uber Eats and all this stuff,
Yeah.
right? We had to. I was just eating a lot of Campbell soup.
I feel it.
Mm.
All right. Well, not to keep talking about prison, but
Right? Yeah. Fuck that.
yeah, real quick. What would you say was like? Because you know what I'm saying in the cafeteria in high school, it was like Friday was like nacho day. We got hyped. Was there a
Y'all had
was-
nachos?
Yeah, you ain't had a nacho day.
No.
Oh, nacho day was.
What y'all had? What was
What
what
did we
was
have?
really good for you in school?
See, none of it. My dad used to bring me lunch to school. See, I was spoiled. I
Spoiled
know. I was
brat.
spoiled. I know. That's why I was like, oh,
Damn.
yeah, I was spoiled. My dad literally used to like.
have nachos.
Probably, I didn't know. No, we had you can go and pick your own lunches. So like we had like a salad bar and we had a couple things like that. They had
Oh,
built,
yeah.
yeah,
Y'all had a
But-
salad bar?
yeah. They built a new.
You know what we didn't have a salad bar. What we did have was metal detectors.
Nah, I grew up in the country. We had open campus. My dad would cook because my dad makes Hawaiian barbecue.
Oh.
So he would, whatever he was making at the house, he would bring plate lunches and he would actually sell them to the teachers on campus.
Damn.
So it would be like, oh, who, like, oh, dad's
You had
making
to
this today.
plug.
Yeah. So my dad's
Yeah.
like, oh, making like teriyaki chicken, rice, mac salad, right?
Damn.
And so
Mac
Well,
salad.
Mac salad.
Wow.
And then he would come on campus and, drop off lunches to the teacher. I went to a super small school. So dad used to just come on campus, make sure my ass wasn't fucking up, drop off my food, and then leave.
That's dope.
So was there a day where it was like, all right, yo, this is the day we get this. You know what I'm saying? Finally, it's like it's Friday. We get some.
And where? In jail?
Yeah.
Well, chicken days. You had the fried chicken drumlet, the drums,
Okay.
chicken drums.
Word.
We used to, man, when those days, because people want to smoke cigarettes in there. So a lot of people don't have cigarettes.
Mhm.
So I used to just buy packs of cigarettes and roll up the little rollies. And like, yo, I'll give you 2 rollies for your chicken.
For your
I'll
chicken.
come back with a whole bag of them. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Yeah.
You like, I don't even smoke cigarettes. I'm winning
Right.
right now.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you won't eat? Like, do you still eat top ramen? Is there something that you're like,
Yeah,
if I
I'm
see
not-
this,
I
I'm
mean-
not touching it?
I mean, I don't like to eat ramen anymore at all. Like
Right.
I don't like tuna fish in a can. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Cause I ate it for so long.
right.
But if I had to, I eat anything. Like,
But how about like the real ramen though? Like,
Ooh.
ooh, I love real ramen.
Yeah.
'cause
I had
New
a
York
really
has
good
them.
spot out here. Maybe you know better than me, but I had something called Silver Lake.
Silver Lake Ramen. Yeah, that's a good spot.
Is that
It's a good spot.
it's
No.
a good spot?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
It was like amazing.
Yeah.
To
Nah,
me.
we got a lot of good spots out there. New York has some. I always have ramen in New York too, because like,
Yeah.
I never had ramen in
no, oh,
Where's your ramen spot in New York?
there's a spot called I gotta look it up. But it's like it's a spot people will go to. It's 2 locations in New York, and shit, I gotta look it up. I'll text you later, dog. But it's like a small spot, and they got my picture hanging up too, which is lit on their little wall
Yo,
of people.
That's the only
Hold on,
reason why
hold
he
on.
liked it.
They got your picture on the wall and you don't know their name.
Because
Wow.
you know, it's some,
Take
like,
the picture off, guys.
Here's the thing. Here's
Don't
the thing.
find the name of the place.
Yeah.
It's a what are these
Put
specific?
my picture on.
Yeah, do
I always
that.
got my picture on. I always remember your name. I spit.
Hey man, it's one of these Japanese names, and I don't want to fuck it up. That's why.
that's
You know
what
what I'm
you're saying
saying?
now.
So I don't know. Look,
Hey,
Look,
yeah.
English
Hey,
as fuck.
it's English.
we figured out.
The ramen shop.
New York ramen.
You know how to
New
clean
York
this
ramen.
shit up. This
Right,
guy,
he's
get
like,
outta here.
Because in my head it's like either like soup.
Don't do it.
No,
Yeah, I know you're right.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
No. It's too late.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't do
But
it.
either way, it's fire.
He gonna
Right.
cut that.
No,
You gotta cut that.
it's like, God damn, let me edit
Man,
this out.
look, y'all talking about. I'm gonna look it up right now
That's hilarious.
because it's delicious. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna just look it up.
Have you went to the Bay yet to go eat out there?
I did. The Bay got some fire food. I had some Vietnamese food out there. Oh
Yeah.
my god! And
Really
they got
good.
some really good ramen spots in
Mhm.
in the Bay. I went to San Ho.
Yeah.
today.
San Jose has a lot of.
Ichiran.
That is not that
Ichiran.
hard.
There you go. What you was going was nowhere.
Fun
You
cheese.
said so.
Oh,
That's exactly
not the name.
why I didn't want to say it.
Ichiran. Listen.
All right, now tell the story
Yeah.
over. But
Oh, ain't no story. It's just they got my picture hanging up and it's lit. It's great. But I was gonna say what I love about the New York ramen spots that they don't do out here is that they keep it real traditional in terms of like they got the Ichiran specifically. It's little booths,
Right.
so you can just eat alone.
Hold
and
on. I know. I've been to Ichiran.
Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a Brooklyn spot,
Yeah, there'd
and
be
now they got a
lines.
Times Square one.
Oh, yeah. It's a little booth,
Mm-hmm.
and then the window will pop
Opens up,
right?
yeah.
You just slide it to you right there.
Yeah, so you don't have to talk to nobody. You don't even have to you don't even got to talk to like a waiter. They literally just
It's kind of depressing when I went in there, man. It was just like, damn, I feel like,
yeah, I mean, I guess.
You look around like,
I feel like, damn.
how are your noodles?
You can't even do that because there's this thing right here. You can't even look. Yeah, you can't do that.
Go in
Because
the
if you
booth,
try
they
to
close
do
the
that,
door behind you. Oh shit.
Well,
right. It was-
shit, man.
Yeah,
But now, like, I'm glad you out here doing all types of shit.
no doubt.
And I know specifically you wanted to come on specifically because you had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
Right. Let me make sure I got my
We made
points
notes.
together.
We don't even have those.
Y'all don't have those?
Nah, we don't. We just let Tim talk.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if I was like him, I wouldn't need notes.
I just
Yeah, he just be bullshit.
Right, because he can edit it, so he like, I'll just
Yeah.
edit this in later.
and I do be too.
Yes.
You do. Yeah, so basically, we started this petition,
Mhm.
With putting, because with the attacks on people. I mean, and right now in certain cities, New York City,
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco, the Bay
Mhm.
Area is kind
Rough.
of, it gets crazy, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of Asian people are targeted, still targeted, and a lot of them are elders
Mhm.
and women,
Mhm.
right? So what the idea was that there's this app called Citizen app. Are you guys familiar?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Citizen app, for everybody that don't know, is an app that you can get real time, like you can get like what's happening reports,
Mhm.
like it may be crime, occurrences, a fire, whatever it is, right? Missing children.
Right.
You'll get real time, you'll see it real time.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that would be really like useful for like our elders and people like, people that don't speak English, if they knew that, hey, somebody's mugging somebody right down the block from you,
Stay away.
not to go outside. But most the Asian people, they don't listen. They can't, especially our elders, they don't understand English, right?
Right.
So they won't be able to, first you're going to get it on the news, American news, right? And then after that, Chinese news, Korean news, Filipino news, whatever news, they'll get it after that. So it'll happen and it won't be on the other channel newses until like 2-3 hours later, right?
Mhm.
But if more people had this app,
Mhm.
if something was happening, you could see it real time. So you would know, like, hey, like you would know not to go outside. And some of these elders that when I walk in New York City, I mean, they be like 90 years old, carrying big ass bags,
Right.
like just taking little half steps
Yeah.
the whole way through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they lug their bags all the way down there, and if something's going on, it'll be easier for them to just know, like right there. So we're petitioning for a Citizen app to have different languages on there that would be accessible to our community, not just Chinese, but the Asian community, And I spoke to him about it a year ago. I spoke to the people at Citizen. They said that they were interested in doing it. And the craziest thing is, like, 8 of, like, if they had 10 staff members, engineers and stuff, 8 of them are Asian. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, since you guys just told me that, then you guys should be putting this language on there, right? So I'm thinking that it would be on there, but a year later, it's still not on there, right? So it's just like, okay, maybe we need to make a little push for it, because we're notorious for not really pushing for anything, right?
Right.
So it's like, so we started this petition, and we're just trying to get the word out, like, get people to sign this petition so that Citizen can make this app more accessible for other people that need it.
Definitely. I'll put the link in the description for this episode right now if y'all want to sign that petition.
Yeah.
How's the petition doing? It's doing good?
I haven't checked it, but it hit a couple thousand already, but we need more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just a couple thousand from my, whatever I got, So, we definitely need more people to talk about it. We need it to go a little more.
Yeah,
out
man.
there.
I think that's a really good idea. That's something I feel like people don't even consider when they're making some shit like that, right?
You would also think it would just be there. So many
Right.
apps you can pick the language. You know,
Right.
why not that?
Yeah, and more people should use Citizen. I know I don't have it right now, but a lot of the people around me, because they live in San Francisco, and they live by the app because just because something hits the news is selecting just certain stories.
Everything ain't going on there.
Right. So most of the time, you'll get an update. We were getting updates about what was happening in Berkeley. Last week, there was an active shooter at Berkeley, and we had it in real time. So it was one of those things where it was like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't go here, don't go there. And you just see people starting to text each other. And when you have the app and you have the alerts, you're seeing it. But if, you're listening or you're watching and you have people around you that probably won't, like older, family members, tell them about the app and download it. Sometimes it gets a little crazy on there, though. Like, you get them Karens that just be writing about random stuff. Like, this is not Facebook, Karen. We don't need to know about the dog down the street.
I know.
But there are some updates that are very vital, especially in those areas like you're talking about, New York, San Francisco, San Jose.
Yeah. It's definitely worth it to have because I just moved to a different spot. And I checked it out. I went over there at night just to make sure. I'm like, all right, it's cool.
Yeah.
No? I got the Citizen app. I was like, oh, I'm in the hood. All right, cool. Now I know when I go outside.
He's like, this shit look cool during the day.
Yeah. No, it was cool at night, too.
But
then the app starts going, it's like, person shot.
Right next door. Shit.
But see, things like that happen and we won't even know.
No,
right.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Right. And so it's like, it's important for people that have access to this information. It shouldn't just be allowed for one group of people or like, you know what I'm saying? It should be accessible for everybody.
And you know what? I feel like too also, like young Asians, I feel like y'all need to really be patient with your parents and family when it comes to technology. Because even I feel like if we have this app with the language, like my parents barely know how to answer their emails, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's easy to get frustrated, be like, oh, my God, mom, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, for something like this, it's important, I feel like younger people, especially when you come from immigrant parents, it's easy to get frustrated with your family when they can't speak the language, they can't figure out their phones. But I'm like, something like this is important, like, hey, man, be patient with your parents.
Right, because they was patient with you when they was teaching you how to walk and
be a person
and shit and
or
whatever else.
This should be good for for the app as well, because it could start changing its interfaces to make it more user friendly, and they can start making it accessible for more people. This exposure that you're giving them with the petition should force them to start making changes outside of just the language portion of it, and then that will get more users. And for an app, it's money. Yes, you're helping the community, but it is money. But if they do start making it user friendly for other people, then more will use it and download it. So you're doing them. You're essentially helping them out.
It's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? It's something that will help the people, and it's something that will help them. So it's like, I'm not getting anything out of it. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm just doing it because, we should utilize our platforms to help, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're only here for a certain amount of time, right? So like, it's cool to have our platforms and make money and do this, but, we can't take money with us when we die, So it's important to like put some good out there and use our platforms for the better to help people, because that's what, you'll be remembered by, you know what I'm saying? You really won't be remembered by how much Air Jordans you have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be remembered by how many people you touched, how many lives you changed, you know what I'm saying?
Well, if there's any developers that are listening, this is actually an opportunity for you as well to probably put something out there or partner with a company to help the community. You can probably even develop an app or get with someone that can develop an app for you, because you're seeing the needs of the people. You know what somebody's grandma or somebody's grandpa is going to need in order to get these alerts or to know how to use the apps, because essentially, yes, we're going to have to teach these people how to use it, but you can create something yourself maybe down the line, and it could help multiple people, because if Citizen doesn't do it, it's still someone's going to do it,
right?
And someone needs to do
someone
it.
Needs to do it. But I just figured we try to work it out with Citizen, because they're already out there, right? They already have 10 million users. They're in 60 different cities. Like, I'm not an app maker. I'm not really trying to, dedicate my life towards that. You know what I'm saying? But I do see a need, and I feel like I could do something. I want to do whatever I could do to fix something. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's as an Asian American is like we feel helpless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we see all these videos and we see this stuff, like there's like, what can we do? Right?
No.
Like what could I do? And it's just easier for me to just forget about it and just, you know what, it's not happening to me. I don't even want to think about it. You know what I mean? Because it's making me sad and it's making me upset. So I'm just gonna pretend, I'm gonna just tune it out, right? And that's how I feel like a lot of Asian Americans are dealing with, you know, this issue, right? Like we're just tuning it out, right? But that tuning it out just helps yourself, right? It doesn't really help, you know, the people. And then, you know, when are we gonna tune it back in when it happens to us or when it happens to one of our family members? Then it's like, you know, but you know, we need to think about, and I think that's something that the Asian people need to kind of check ourselves on. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of us, you know, well, the culture is like, you know, get money and just worry about yourself and mind your business. And like, you know, and that's the culture, right? That's like what we've been taught, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that we need to start working on. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we don't need to be passing to our children. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see, you know, because we're at that age where we're about to get old, right? But we're not so old to the point where we still can't pass things off to the next generation. So I think right now is an imperative time for us to kind of like see the flow, like, because times change, right? What worked in the 70s, 80s, 90s, the 2000s aren't gonna work in the, you know what I mean, later, right?
Yeah, I think it was easier to probably ignore back then, especially too, because you know you didn't see it, right? You might have heard about it, but now with social media, like, you know, there's a way to share it and like show people, and you know, like you said, it's like sometimes the easiest thing is ignore because you feel like, what can I do about it? You know, so I think this is such a, like, you know, it's a great idea you got because it's like something
we can do.
It's the answer to that question.
Yeah, because
it's not the full answer,
right? But it's something.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
One step at a time. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying?
You got family out here. Where's your family at? Like
New York.
New York. Okay, they're all in New York.
Yeah. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my stepfather. Shout out to my sister. My brother's in Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah.
Word. It's a lot of fucking Asians in Texas, bro.
Yeah, right. I feel like Texas is like, you know, Texas is growing in terms of that population. A lot of people moving there. I think a lot of people from Cali are like moving to Texas.
It's expensive.
Out here.
It is expensive.
Yeah.
Right.
They calling it the California exodus.
Oh my God.
Everyone.
And nobody wants us, by the way. Like, nobody wants the Californians. They're like, get out. But we can't afford, you know, in the Bay, it is so pricey. And then you have a lot of tech money coming in.
Yeah, the Bay is pricey as hell.
It's pricey. They bought us out.
It's more than LA, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's the most expensive.
That's great.
It's ridiculous. I was trying to look for a new place. Nope, I'm stuck. I have to stay where I'm at just because it's so expensive. But a lot of people are starting to leave the Bay Area.
To Texas.
And also Tesla is moving its headquarters to Texas.
Wow.
So that's going to have a lot of people moving out there.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's moving down south. Like all the New Yorkers are moving to like Miami and like Florida, Atlanta.
And you still stay in New York?
Yeah.
But you be everywhere though.
I'll be everywhere, you know?
Yeah. You should just move to LA, bro.
I feel like it.
Yeah,
I like LA. You know why I like LA?
Why?
I mean, I love New York. You know, I love New York. But LA just got like, when you wake up, there's more trees. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, it's trees.
Yeah. But it's not too much trees either.
Yeah, but it's more trees than New York.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and then to me, I equate life with trees. Right? Where you see trees, there's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? New York is like a little, it's a little gloomier. You know what I'm saying?
Find a tree.
You gotta find a tree.
You gotta go
Park.
pick a tree.
You gotta find. But then when you're just driving in LA, just driving here, I've seen so much scenery. Like the weather is better, it's sunnier. It just gives you a different like energy, different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good mix of trees and not trees too. Because when we were in Ohio, when I was recording that, so I recorded an album in Ohio for like a week, and I was like, I don't like how fresh this shit is, man. Made my lungs hurt.
Made your lungs hurt.
I was like, give me a little bit of small.
Where's the
You ain't got no grit.
man?
You ain't got no grit in this air.
That's that LA.
It really was like that.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
It burns. It burns when I breathe.
But if you move to LA too, bro, like, look, man, You with that real New York accent, you gonna get some hoes out
Oh
here.
my God.
Man.
We had a whole.
People like, oh, you sound exotic.
Yeah.
Where are you from? New York.
Say quarter.
Ooh. What's a chopped cheese?
Say coffee and chopped
Tell me
cheese.
all about
What is
it.
it?
What's a bodega?
Oh my God. What is a bodega? Oh my God. Is it a bag?
Is it a bank?
We had a homie we went to high school with. He used to tell girls he was from New York
Yo.
to get like dates and shit.
Yeah.
What?
Niggas from
And he
Lakewood,
forged his,
California.
accent.
He'd be like,
No.
yo, I'm from... No, he didn't have an accent?
No.
Just to say it.
Only certain words he would try. And it
put a
failed.
little extra on
He
it.
never been to New York. Like
Stop.
ever at this point.
And he just...
And he told some girl that he would wear Timbs all the time too. She was mad funny. He
That's
told a
funny.
girl he was from Brooklyn, and she was like, "Yo, me too."
Oh,
he was like,
shit.
He's like,
Yeah.
Brooklyn,
I
Jersey, though.
was born
Yeah.
in Brooklyn. I came here when I was 2 years old.
Right.
I don't know.
She started asking him questions like, "Wait, what part?" And he just hung up.
Oh, my God. What part of New York you from?
I'm from all over, but I live in Queens right now.
Okay.
I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Manhattan. I lived in Queens, Bronx. Only part that I never lived in was Staten Island.
Of course, that's what they all say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because it's like the forgotten like borough that no one like, it's like, oh, we don't go to Staten Island.
I mean, I don't think it's not that I won't go there. It's just nothing there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you got to pay $14 on the toll, $18 for the toll just to go in there, and it's really like they don't really have
Just a bunch
much.
of Pete Davidsons.
That's expensive. That's your toll out there?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
a toll to get over there. Yeah,
Is that where's Coney Island at?
Coney Island. Shout out to Nims. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yo,
Fuck your life.
fuck your life. Yo, but that's in Brooklyn. That's like
Word.
by like, down Brooklyn, like deep in Brooklyn.
Okay. All right, man. Oh, let me ask you this too. Like, because they always say people that move here from New York, they're always like, ain't no good Chinese food out here in LA. First of all, I disagree with that.
I
but
disagree with that too. Who says that? We can
dude,
fight.
people
right
be
now.
Bruh.
saying that,
around
dude.
like-
Bruh.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie because New York Chinese food. I grew up on New York Chinese.
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
right?
So I was gonna ask you where to go if I'm in
In
New
New
York.
York?
Yeah.
I feel like there's better Chinese food out here.
Word.
I do. I feel like there's better Chinese food out here. Like I went to where is it? San Gabriel Valley or like
Yes.
that area.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Bruh!
I be trying to. Okay, look. If you come to LA and you guys don't go to Hollywood for your Chinese food.
Nah,
Yeah,
don't do that.
like, what are you
I made that
doing?
mistake.
Yes.
I did that same thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's you-
I made the same mistake,
Yeah.
and I went to like over there, Hollywood or
Yeah.
Chinatown, and I ate the Chinese food. And I was like, it's okay. But when I went up there,
Yes.
St. SGV and
TV. Yes.
Arcadia, is that another?
Yeah,
place?
yeah.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
over there, bro, their Chinese food was better than New York. The dim sum,
Yes.
sheesh.
Yes, or even like, man, what's that area in OC we used to go to Boiling Crab all the time? Like past Long Beach,
Oh, you talking about Little Saigon, Garden Grove.
Garden Grove,
Yeah.
fire.
They got good Chinese food?
well, Vietnamese food, Chinese food as well.
Same shit.
Also, look, I just
Not
don't
the
know. Apparently, I don't know about
Yeah, what the hell?
No.
This guy right here,
Not
man.
love them.
Yo, you got this black man right here correcting you on your Asian food. You
Whoa.
should be ashamed of yourself. man.
He
We're
got
over
a
here
fetish. No, I'm just playing.
He said he only date Vietnamese girls.
But New York, my favorite Asian Chinese spots to go to. Asian spots to go to. Chinatown. You like the not the gentrified spots, not the new spots, right? Some of the new spots is cool, but I like to go to the OG spots, right? So like, there's a spot on Pell Street. There's a spot on Pell Street. Damn, what was the name of this place? It's been there forever. Well, y'all can just Google it. It's the oldest restaurant in Chinatown. And they don't want no press from anybody else. Like if you're white and you walk in there and you're trying to like film them, they're gonna tell you to leave,
Word.
right? Because they're trying to preserve,
Right.
they're like
They're like just
they don't want no they don't want no like they don't want to be
influencers in there making
right.
TikToks.
They don't want they don't want that. But their food amazing, like
okay.
amazing. Y'all could just Google
Oldest.
the oldest spot in Chinatown. It's on Pell Street. What else? The dim sum over there is fire. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. The dim sum over here, like I just don't. When I think about dim sum, I just think about like
Wow.
over here and stuff. Yeah, it's really good. I ain't gonna lie. And what else? Like fucking in New York, there's certain places in Brooklyn,
Okay.
like Brooklyn by like Bay Ridge, like the area down there, they got really good Chinese food too. Brooklyn is like the bigger Chinatown there.
And let me tell you guys this, man. If you've never been to a legit Chinese food spot before, even like Asian spots, don't expect the people to be smiling. All right.
No.
Then if it's a older auntie behind the counter frowning at you, the food is fire.
Right.
If the service is rude and the motherfuckers are screaming at you, the food is fire.
But hold
okay?
on, let me just like add on to that though.
Yeah.
They don't just do it to like they don't do it just to outsiders. Like,
Everybody.
They do it to us too.
Yeah.
Man.
Everybody.
And you know what? I think the thing about it is,
I don't think a lot of people know this, man. Like
Yeah.
I'll go in there, I'll be
Yeah.
like, damn, man, like what the fuck?
yes,
Like,
if you go to a dim sum spot for the first time, you've never been, you're like, why are these old ladies screaming at me
yeah,
like
what
this?
the hell? What the,
I
I
have,
don't,
to take, I have to take my friend with me sometimes. I'm like, hey, you speak for me. Because I'm only part Chinese. They looking at me crazy.
Oh, don't walk in there Chinese and you can't speak English.
Oh,
I mean, you can't speak
no.
Chinese, bro.
They
They're
look at
gonna
me-
treat you.
Oh, like shit. They
Like
hand
the
you a
worst.
fork. They'll hand you a fork. You'd be like,
Yeah, they gonna give you that.
instead of chopsticks, they're like fork.
fork,
But that means
they
the
be
food
handing
is
me
fire.
the fork.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need no damn fork.
Right.
I
That's
just use
an
the China,
insult.
and then
Give me
my
my
chopstick
chopstick.
skills. I be using that shit like this.
They got the rubber band.
Yeah, I be spinning it.
Because they don't care about this fluffy customer service.
They
shit. They just want
don't.
to give you good food,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Right.
If there is duck in the window too, if there's roasted duck in the window,
Man,
it
look.
is fire. So good.
And if there's a bee on the window.
Oh,
all right?
what?
Yeah,
A bee
the
on the
floor.
Grade?
What is it's not an A.
I
Oh.
think the B restaurants might have better food than the A restaurants.
Right.
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 You know they ain't cleaned
yeah,
themselves in a
They
while.
don't care about the
No.
motherfucking bathrooms being clean.
Right,
Hell
yeah,
no.
fuck
Don't use
that.
bathrooms.
They
Don't-
want
A little
the food
dirt.
to be good.
Listen. Here's the magic. A little dirt makes the taste even better.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
God made
A little
dirt,
filth.
Dirt don't hurt.
A little filth. Just a
Get a little
sprinkle of it.
filth.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, shit, dog. Hey,
We should go eat. I'm hungry.
sign the motherfucking petition.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a great cause. It's a great idea.
Mhm.
Right.
You working on some new music? What else you got going on?
I've been I kind of took a break on the music for a little bit, but I'm about to go back on. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I just been focused on Mac Eats.
Yeah, he been eating.
You know what I'm saying? I've been working on content, working on a lot of stuff, you know, that I got coming. Music, I'm just focusing on the content, and then I'm gonna bring the music in and have it like go hand in hand in a minute. But y'all can follow me on my YouTube channel, China Mac TV. I got a really great show on there. It's really great. You know what I'm saying?
great.
And my brother right here was just on the episode.
Me and David.
It's called Mac Eats.
Mhm.
So check me out.
Check it out. Watch us make him uncomfortable with Matt Gay jokes. It's great.
Mad gay jokes, bro. Like I love gay people. I love y'all. Listen, fuck
But I
with
hate
y'all.
your joke.
Jokes. For real, man.
Hey.
Not making the jokes, by the way.
Hilarious.
Hey, appreciate you pulling up once again, dog. Always good to have you. And I'm gonna hit you next time I'm in New York. And yeah.
Let's go do something. Like let me take you to some OG spots in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
Y'all too. Y'all welcome too. I don't know. Y'all coming to New York? You coming to New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, you too?
Mhm.
Oh, so listen, next time y'all down here,
Be out there.
let's make it happen.
Well, let's get it. Thank y'all for watching and listening to the No Chaser podcast. Once again, make sure like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Shout out one more time, China Mac for coming through.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Bing bong.